The modern world is a world in which business plays an important part. Office buildings and office workers are a familiar sight in every city and town.
Kyle knows that his busy day starts the minute he sits down, so he gets right to work, checks his voicemail, email, and daily tasks. Of course, Kyle can usually find a few minutes to spare to catch up with his coworkers after a holiday weekend.
Hey Diana, how you doing?
Good, how are you? How was your weekend?
Oh, it was good. I picked up the new Nickelback album last
Oh,
night.
you
It's
did?
rocking. It's rocking. Have you heard it?
I have not heard that
You haven't
yet.
heard it?
I'll
Oh,
go
man.
stop by and pick up my copy soon.
It's crazy. I've been listening to it nonstop for the last 2 days. It's been awesome.
Well, good.
So what'd you do this weekend?
Oh, you know, just hung out at home.
At home?
Yeah.
That's
nothing
cool. Nice
exciting.
relaxing weekend?
I guess.
Awesome. Well, I guess we better get back to it.
Then, it's right back to work, serving our customers. Today, Kyle has an extra duty. He is showing his new coworker, Samantha, what she'll be doing as an LDU adjuster.
Now we're going to pull up a seat. I'll show her what we do.
Alright, have fun.
Well, Samantha, our most important job is to be there for the customer. So I'll kind of let you sit with me here. I'm going to contact Mrs. Johnson to talk about an accident she was in last night. Anytime we make initial contact with someone, we have 9 steps that we need to follow. The first step in the 9 steps happens before we ever pick up the phone. I pull up the file and I kind of review a couple different things in the file, who reported the file, any of the basic lost facts regarded in the file there. That way I have an idea of what I'm talking about before I ever reach out to Mrs. Johnson.
Kyle shows Samantha how he verifies coverage. The insured is reminded of the deductibles and limits, making the customer feel confident that we recognize their unique insurance needs.
Then when I actually make the call, there's a couple other things I do. I'll let you go ahead and see me do those while we're on the phone. Hi, Mrs. Johnson. My name's Kyle Hughes. I'm calling from Allstate Insurance. How are you doing today? Good, good. Do you have a couple minutes to talk to me about the accident that took place last night? Excellent. What we need to do on this telephone call, I need to get a statement from you regarding what happened in that accident. And then at that point I can kind of explain what's going to be happening in the next week or so on our side, so we can get those damages taken care of for you and get you back to where you were prior to the accident. In addition to my handling, we have a dedicated team of claim professionals who will be there to assist me throughout the claims process. You may receive calls from medical adjusters as well as field adjusters who specialize in handling certain aspects of your claim.
All right. Well, just keep me
Mrs.
updated.
Johnson, let me ask you, were you hurt at all in the accident? I'm sorry to hear that you bumped your head on the window, Mrs. Johnson. Are you feeling any better today, or are you still having pain?
Not my problem.
All right. Well, I do want you to know that you do have medical payments coverage on your policy there. If you do decide to seek medical treatment, that's something that we would be able to help you out with. All right, Mrs. Johnson, now that we're past the medical portion here, I'd like to go ahead and take a statement from you regarding what happened in the accident. Is that something you can do for me? Excellent. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and turn on the recorder. I'll ask you a couple basic questions about what happened, and then I'll let you give me your side of the story, okay? It looks like a number of different coverages will apply. It looks like your collision coverage will apply. Unfortunately, that does have a $500 deductible, but we do have an inspection set up on your vehicle, so we will be able to take a look at that.
Kyle reminds Samantha to always confirm vehicle damages before setting up an inspection. He then goes through the inspection setup process with the insured, making sure to always start with offering our customer the inspection method on the leftmost tab. Kyle knows that sticking to the preferred method of inspection will lead to more prompt service and a happier customer.
And it looks like we do have a field assignment set up for next week. Unfortunately, I can't give you an exact day that that's going to take place, but our field adjuster will be reaching out to you 24 hours prior to coming to look at that vehicle, so you're understanding when they'll be out and what's going to happen when they come out. Also, property damage liability coverage applies, as it does look like we are responsible for the damages to that other vehicle. Let me ask you, Mrs. Johnson, are you going to need a rental vehicle today? Okay, let me see if we can't get that set up for you. I'm looking at your policy. It does look like you have $30 of rental per day for up to 30 days or until we get that vehicle repaired. I will go ahead and start the rental reservation with Enterprise right now, and I'll go ahead and get you that information here shortly. So what we've done in this phone call, we went ahead and got the statement from you regarding what happened in the accident. We've gone ahead and made sure you had that rental reservation set up, and we've gone ahead and made sure that inspection set up on your vehicle. Do you have any questions for me? I appreciate you taking the time to speak to me today, and remember that field adjuster is going to be in touch with you prior to that inspection on your vehicle, okay? All right, Mrs. Johnson, you have a nice day. Thanks. Bye. So that's generally what we do on the first contacts with our customers.
Seems easy enough.
Now, Samantha, even the best adjusters can have a problem crop up at unexpected times. An LDU adjuster stays calm under pressure.
Hey Kyle, Mr. Smith just called. He said that the shop is not done working on his vehicle, but the rental runs out today. What do we do?
Thanks, Amanda. I'll give the shop a call and see if we can't work something out to keep our insured happy.
After this call, Kyle will follow up with our insured periodically until the claim is closed, making sure to be an advocate whenever needed. In turn, his customer feels both informed and important. Indeed, it looks like Mr. Smith is in good hands.